So on November 5th, we are, as the whole Occupy Worcester, we are all meeting down at 255 Park Ave, which is Bank of America on Park Ave, and we're having a rally and a protest there for the big bank pullout. So we're having leading up to that, we need to get the word out, and Outreach is going to talk about that. And we also, as far as the day of, if anybody has any questions or anything, we're essentially going to be there helping to facilitate people on how to move their money, as well as overall the what is happening on that day.
There was another about that.
On the November 5th bank transfer day, what's been added to the homepage of the Occupy Worcester website is a draft of a letter that can be used as a letter to the editor of the local newspapers. And right above that letter is 3 web links that are the source of the information that's in the letter. One of the links is to a Bloomberg news story, and in that news story you'll find a chart of the top 50 banks in the United States. Okay, so if people were asking what banks we were targeting, people can look at that list and see what the top 50 are. Right.
Beautiful.
So, and no, it's different. So, but this actually, I also have a copy, something that Melinda just made. It's really great. It's a list of where the credit unions are and kind of like a helpful way to explain to people why they should move their money into a credit union. So we're gonna also get this online and maybe have a smaller quarter size one too that we can hand out to people. Also to go with that, for outreach, at 7:30 this Thursday, we're going to have a meeting at Clark, and I have been networking a little bit with the Occupy Clark group, and so hopefully we'll be getting some numbers with their support to help kind of join forces together. So 7:30, it's in the library, room 317. We might need to find a bigger room, hopefully, if we can get a lot of people. I think it's 10 a.m. 10 a.m.
10 a.m. for the actual start time on Saturday, November 5th is 10 a.m. because that's when the bank opens. But for anybody who wants to go there early and get there before it opens, there's going to be a contingent there early. So show up with your signs and just get there.
Next announcement for anybody who doesn't know. The GAs have now set times 4 days a week. Tuesdays and Sundays, they are going to be in the Commons. Tuesdays are at 6 o'clock p.m. Sundays are at 1 o'clock. Thursdays and Saturdays, they will be at Lake Quinsigamond Park, where our current camp is. Same times, Thursday at 6 o'clock, Saturday at 1 o'clock. The more you come to those, the more you stay informed, the more you know, and the more you meet people. They are probably one of the most important facets of this movement, so do it.
Well,
at the last GA, it was proposed that we form a working committee to start forming a free school to be held probably most likely at noon before the GA on Sundays to teach a variety of skills. Hoping to get local college professors to come down. I know Liz is psyched up on teaching people to knit so we can begin making handmade goods for the occupiers instead of buying items for the occupiers. Everybody pretty much consented that it was a cool idea. We should pursue it.
How about the skills of nonviolence? Because if you remember, in the South, those skills were very carefully taught, so that people would not deviate from certain kinds of things. Right? Correct.
information.
Correct. Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
There's people over at Worcester Friends Meeting Quakers and the Center for Nonviolent Solutions that do that kind of training. I could contact them and see if any of them would be interested in doing
do that.
a half hour or an hour's
That
training
would be
every now and again. Is that okay?
Mm.
And it would be a Sunday?
That was the initial idea, but the working group for the free school would be responsible for deciding upon that and bringing it to group consensus.
Share contact information. If you want to. Hey guys, so I've been yammering on a lot about the. Hey, you probably can't hear very well. I've been yammering on a lot about the Main South cleanup, and I was saying that Occupy Worcester should act in solidarity with that. I now have some more details about that. It appears that there is no official Main South cleanup. It was something that was put out there as an action by one of my friends who lives there. And she wanted to see her neighborhood picked up, and she was basically initializing a call from her other friends who live in that neighborhood. I still believe that we should go out there and clean it up on our own. And if there are people like, my friend who are out there, that's great. And if not, whatever. I have been in contact with the city because at the time I thought that it was a city action, and they contacted me back and they were like, what the hell are you talking about? So I can contact them back and say that we are going to run one if you guys think it's a good idea. And if not, I can leave them out of the loop completely. But I guess that's a proposal. How do you guys feel about me contacting the city and letting them know that I will be, or that we will be conducting a Main South cleanup?
I completely agree with you on that. I would just be sure that we have enough numbers to get done successfully before, you're just standing out there with Randy waiting for people to show up, and then you end up cleaning the whole street.
Okay, well, how about this? How many people would come out for a Main South cleanup this Saturday, say at 9 or 10 a.m.?
Would got work.
What time do you work till?
3:25.
I have work until 3:30. I would definitely want to do it though.
I would absolutely come down, but 3:25 is a little
Would
late.
Sunday work better for people? Or less better?
So,
That's November 5th. It's next weekend, or the following weekend, rather.
Okay.
I mean, I really want to make this happen. If you guys are down, I'm going to be there either way. My idea was that we would be out there with Occupy Worcester shirts, Sorry. What?
Well, I'm just thinking options are. I feel like we could do multiple of them, first of all. I don't think we have to do the others. So maybe if we did a smaller one this weekend where we don't tell the city about it, and then try and get a lot more people rallied around one where we tell the city about it. On next weekend, next Sunday or something like that, since we have stuff going on this Saturday.
This Saturday and next Sunday?
Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah.
Do a cleanup this Saturday and a bigger one next Sunday.